afternoon, everybody. Welcome along to another episode of Oakfield Farm with myself, Simulation for the Nation. Today we are, well, we're clearing out the cattle sheds. As you can see, we've spent the morning kind of stripping hurdles down and pens, getting rid of them all, giving us a little bit more space in which to work in, and then we're just going to clear out this muck because this afternoon, later on, we're going to be moving out some of our cattle. We've got a lorry coming to take them away, which is, well, it's quite sad, actually. It's a mixed emotions, I'll be honest, but they need to go. The decision has been made. They are going to go, and to be honest, the market is just too good to refuse to take them away right now. So it's very high prices for cattle, so we need to sell them now. So we'll do that. I think we've got a couple of hours until the truck is going to arrive. And then we'll see how that goes. So yeah, I thought we'd just kind of push on and clear up some of this yard a little bit. We are going to turn this into a bit of a storage space, really. So we'll see how that goes. And then we can, we've got a little bit more room to stack straw, park machines, and have a little bit of a loading area, really. So that should be good for us, good for the farm. But yeah, unfortunately it comes at the cost of having to clear out the old animal pens, really, which I wouldn't mind hanging around. That's us done there by the looks of things. So we'll park this up, and then we're going to take this up the hill, and we'll see how we're looking from there. We're also looking at some point today, if we get time, I've got a truck that we can go and have a look at, which would be nice. There's a couple of Scanias and a Volvo, I think, that I've got my eye on. So if we can get to those, we definitely will. But we'll have to wait and see how we get on today before we make any decision there. And away we go. We're just taking this up the hill here. It's not a particularly big trip by any stretch of the imagination, but we'll rumble on and see what we can do. And it's nice. It's drying up a little bit from all the rain we had yesterday. We were able this morning to go out there and finish putting the cover crop in, so that's all done, which is nice. We do have the tractor is still down there. That hasn't been picked up yet. Just kind of parked it out the way for now. And we'll bring that one back up today at some point as well. So lots to do as always. It's a busy time and we'll get pushed on. Shouldn't take us too long to clear out some of this muck, but we'll just keep working away at it. Shouldn't take us too long at all. It's a heavy load though, it's really dragging on this hill. How are we all though anyway? How are you all doing? Hope you're very well today. Happy Saturday, it is the weekend finally, so I hope you're all enjoying it, whatever you're getting up to. And at this stage, as always, I'd love to welcome you all along, particularly all the new subscribers who have joined the family. Thank you ever so much for doing so. Really does mean a great deal to have you all on board. We're just going to swing into here. Now when we drilled this field, I've swung in a bit tight there, have I? Oh, we're good, just. I left us a little bit of space here so we can still come in and tip more muck here. So let's get that back, tipped back into the corner there. That's ideal. Oh, it's a bit far. There we go. Lovely stuff, and away we go. We'll go and get a couple more loads of these done, and then yeah, we'll await the arrival of the cattle lorry. Well, folks, that is the muck gone for now. There's a little bit left in the shed, but we're going to get to that when once the cattle have gone. I've just been told that the driver is on his way, which is nice. We're not going to get them all out of here by any stretch today, but we'll get a fair few of them, I'm sure. I think we can get about 15 or 20 in his truck, which would be nice. So we'll just see how that goes. I'll probably just stick this in here for now, actually. Then we need to think about looking into some of our equipment, see what we can get sold. I need to get a haulier out to get some of that chased away, really, I should imagine. So all of our cattle equipment, we have our own stock trailer in here that we're probably not going to use because it's just a little bit too small for the number of cattle we have. We'll keep the slurry tanker because you never know, it's always handy to have a few jobs coming in. And then things like the T-dub will probably go along with the bale shredder and the diet feeder, they'll be away. So yeah, lots of different things to get rid of here. Lots of things to think about. Should bring a little bit of extra money in as well that we can use moving forward. So that will be nice to see. What I'm gonna do, I think we'll just move this John Deere straight into the grain store for now. Just get it out of the way. And I'm hoping that we can get on tomorrow onto the fields to get this all, get these kind of covered up. What do we need to do? We need to get back on, and there's some more applications of pesticide and herbicide we need to get on onto the fields. Oh, there we go. We'll just stick this in here for now. That's lovely stuff. So I have spoken to my contact who has the trucks. We're gonna go and take a drive just as soon as the stock has been delivered, or the stockman has arrived. I don't know where he is. He'll be coming at some point now, I'm sure. And we'll yeah, we'll, you know, we've had cattle on the farm here at Oakfield now for onwards of well, geez, it must be a good 30 years really. So it's nice for us to be able to get that, to kind of see it come to an end in more respect. It's sad in many respects because it's the end of an era, but I think it's the right thing to do. We were never large enough as a stock operation and like a cattle operation to survive. We would really have to invest significant sums to increase. Whereas if we decrease, because we're always looking to increase our land as well, if we decrease our cattle, it gives us a lot more options moving forward. I'm very excited about the logistic aspects. Bringing in the an operational license for LGVs and HGVs is going to be something that's very interesting to me. So we'll have to wait and see how that one pans out. So it's going to be a very interesting summer as we continue to increase our land size. As you can see here, we currently own fields 11, 26, 19, 21, 40, 41 and all around the yard as well as the land in the southwest corner. So it will be nice to continue to expand on this, and we'll have to see how that goes really. It will be very interesting. But for now we're going to wait to see when this But for now we're going to wait to see when the lorry arrives. I believe it's just down the road. We'll go and have a look, see if it's coming in here, and then we'll get it backed in and we'll get some of these girls loaded up. Need to get out and mow the lawns again. Even that's getting a bit full. Yeah, here he is. So, oh, it's all white. We'll let this guy come in and we'll get him loaded up and turned around. Well, just like that, everybody, we have just 14 cattle on there, but that's the beginning of the end for livestock here on Oakfield Farm. It has been quite an emotional journey with these girls, and I will miss them in a lot of respects, but unfortunately it's just not going to work out, as I mentioned. So what we're going to do, we're going to let the lorry driver get himself all sorted out here, and he's probably going to clear out, and yeah, then we're moving on, and our next step is to move onwards to go and look at the truck. Or two. So that's very exciting. He's just going to get himself out of here, then we'll follow him out as well. So yeah, let's go truck shopping, shall we? Well, that was a bit of a sad occasion. Never good to see them animals leaving the farmyard, but never mind. We know that this is for the best. We're going to jump into the truck now. It's a bit of a drive. I think it's going to be a good hour or so for us to get there. So we'll make our tracks, and then we'll come back and catch up with you when we get there. We're actually going somewhere near to where way back when we bought some hay last year, or silage actually. We're not going too far away from there as it goes, but we'll so we're heading up the coast really, but we'll make our move, and then like I say, I think there's 3 or 4 trucks he's got there that he's downsizing, or he's folding in his business or something or other. So yeah, we'll go and take a look at what he's got there, see which one fits our needs, see which one we can afford, if any, and take it from there, I suppose. So we'll catch you up in a little bit. Well then folks, after a little bit of a drive, we've made it across the country, and we're only about 5 minutes out now, so it shouldn't take us too long. I do always love coming up this neck of the woods. It's always nice to be back. Slow down where you go, and lovely stuff. Although the traffic around here is always somewhat unpredictable. There we go. So we're only probably about 5 minutes away now. I think that's a bit of a dispersal sale, as I mentioned. That I do believe they've got several different types of trucks available, ranging in age and size, and well, most likely cost as well. But we'll have a look see on that front of things. No doubt, whichever one we go for, we'll probably have to give it a spraying over, change its paintwork, etc. But we'll have a look see. You never know. And yeah, I'm excited to see what they've got really and what options they have. I think a lot of them are actually left-hand drive, but I am hoping to try and get some haulage work into Europe perhaps. So, do you know what? Maybe left-hand drive isn't the worst idea. It could well work for us. But like I say, we'll see. We're just coming into the small town of Riverton-on-Sea. Yeah, we're kind of situated just in amongst the back of the town, really. So we shall see. But yeah, overall, very interested and intrigued to see what's going on here. And find out a bit more about each of these vehicles, really. We need to see what we can actually afford, because I don't want to... Whoa! That was close. I don't want to spend all of my money on a truck. I'd like to maybe look into a few other things and potentially some more land, but we'll have to wait and see. No, I think we're actually in here. This looks good. We'll just park our truck here. I think they deemed it more cost effective for them to subcontract out the haulage aspect of their business. So I think that's what they've done here. Oh, it looks like someone's been here already, because all of the lights are on and ready to go. Put on quite a show for us. Looking very impressive. So we have 5 here, and they're all quite something, I must say. So what we've got here, we've got a Volvo, we've got a Scania, an old Scania, that one's really old. Wow, look at the paint job on that. Good grief, that's quite something. A newer Scania, and then probably a Scania of the same age actually. Very interesting. And then over here we have, is that a MAN? No, it's a Tatra. Interesting. And a couple of bulker and a low loader there as well, both of which would be actually very interesting for me as it goes. But I must admit, I'm going to have a wander around these. I'm curious by them all. I like the looks of the Volvo. That is for sure. What I might do at this stage as well, whilst we're looking at all of these, is I will put up a little poll in the top right corner. So if you have an interest in a particular truck, do vote. Vote for your favourite, and we'll see what the outcome is there as well. But yeah, let's have a look through all of these and see which one we like the most. We'll start with the Volvo here. Great flashing lights on the Volvo, that's for sure. Nice cab with a lot of buttons we can press. Awful lot of buttons. That's cool. There it goes. Sounds really nice as well. Very nice indeed. Nice looking digital display. That's very nice. We will be taking these out for a bit of a drive, but not just yet. We'll continue to look around them. I don't think I'm going to go for the older option. I think I want something a little bit newer. One of these actually is very similar to the machine that lorry that took our grain away. As it goes. This paintwork, I can almost see my own reflection. That sounds pretty good. Nice and nicely spaced out dashboard again, nice and airy. Little day cabin in the background. Reversing camera as well. Cut that below. And on to Scania number 3. Behind the lights here is R730. So 730 brake horse, I imagine that stands for. Lovely looking machine. It's V8 engine, jump in again. Lovely layout in the cab here, very nice. Let's fire her up. Oh, that's got a nice sound to it. Lovely. And the Tatra that I don't particularly like, we're going to steer away from the Tatra, I think. So out of these options, do by all means drop your opinions down below, give me a vote, let's see which ones you think are the best. For me, it would be between the Volvo 750 and the Scania R730, so do let me know what you think. For now though, we're going to leave it here as we're going to have a chat with the owner and see what he thinks about all these vehicles and figure out what the prices are going to be for them all. So we will leave it here. Thank you ever so much for watching as always. This has been a mixture of emotions of a day. And let's hope we build to the future and it's all worthwhile as a business. But until next time, thank you ever so much for watching. Do hit that like button if you've enjoyed today's episode and smash that subscribe button for more from me, Simulation for the Nation. And until next time, do stay safe, enjoy what you're doing, but most importantly, as always, happy farming.